What up, everybody? It's your boy, it's Mike. Today is Sunday, July 5th, 2026, and today is such a beautiful day. Today, I'm gonna do a 5K. So it's definitely been a hot minute since I've been out here. It's been just over 2 weeks since I've last gone for a run. Around 2 weeks ago, the whole family and we all got sick. Everyone in my home was sick. My wife was sick, my baby was sick, I was sick. It was just a shitty time. And last week, my wife, she was actually out of town on a bachelorette trip. So it was just the baby and me. So because it was just the two of us, obviously I couldn't leave him alone at home. I did try and record some treadmill workouts last week, but if you know me, I freaking hate running on the treadmill. So I just did a few walks, got those steps in, but definitely no running. The goal for today and the remainder of the week is to rebuild consistency. After not running for over 2 weeks, it's always difficult for my body to get back into the swing of things. And because of that, also today, I'm just going to be doing a Zone 2 run walk workout. When I logged my last few runs, I started to embrace Zone 2 a lot more with the run walk intervals because it definitely felt nice. I know Zone 2 is not the way, at least it's not the way for me, but if it's going to get me out there and get me moving today, then that's the best. The silver lining of not having to run last week outdoors is that I completely missed the heat wave. Today's nice and warm, but it's not killer heat, so that's a win. Kilometer 1 at 8:38. In previous vlogs, I mentioned how I was working on a half marathon training plan. Gonna have to start a new one next week. But for this week, I'm just gonna get my body used to running again. One of the biggest things I've learned about my body through this running journey this year is that if I take more than a week off, then I'll come back and I won't even be able to do 5K or even 3K without having to walk. So that's why I don't just start a new run plan today. Heck, even if I start a new run plan next week, I might still be doing a boatload of walking, but at least I eased into it rather than jumped headfirst right into a new plan. Given the fact that I haven't run in over 2 weeks, I probably should have spent more time stretching. Starting to feel a slight discomfort in my ankle or shin, but at least there's plenty of walking happening today. Kilometer 2 at 9:41. Wow, I must have been going ham on the first kilometer. Whew. One of the reasons why it's so hard for my body to get back into running after taking over a week break is that it literally forgets how to breathe. Crazy. Kilometer 3, 9:54. kilometer 4 at 9:38. 5 kilometers. Let's run through the stats real quick. That final kilometer was at a 9:59 pace. Awful. The whole thing, I did 5K in about 48 minutes, 6 seconds, which is an overall pace of about 9:34. That first kilometer definitely lowered the overall average, but if you take that first kilometer out, it definitely was much higher. But hey, I'm glad I made it out here. Hopefully I'm going to do another 5K tomorrow. It will most likely be another run walk session. Today was good. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Time to get back home and refuel. Have a good night, y'all.